All right, hey guys, it's Lucid. We're going to be doing the final part of our Nidavangr expansion testing, where we're going to be doing using one of the trickier builds, and that is the Dormant high candle bus builds. So we're going to be taking luck, we're going to be taking magic weapons, heroism times two, basically. So heroism will be helpful. We don't need to be blessed in order to get benefit from this, but everything else isn't really going to help, except we're going to be able to make the difference between this, I think, and like a more air quote like scales build, is we'll be able to make a lot of nith bathed. So that'll be nice. But otherwise, this probably would be like one of the harder builds. So we'll go ahead and take it, and we'll see you guys in game. All right, we're going to do a lightning expansion here. I'm going to select alteration. I'm going to patrol. We're going to profit. We're going to get an apprentice. We're going to slam nith-bathed. And yeah, we're going to call that a turn. Okay, and then we're going to preach in our capital. We got a water random first, not ideal. We have a free holy point. We'll go ahead and queue this guy up. We've got these dudes. Now, we've got pretty easy indies. We got some barbs here, which will be tough for us to deal with. These should be pretty easy. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is probably take this expansion party, roll down here. We're going to have these guys on fire archers. And we're going to have these guys on probably hold and fire closest. We're going to have these guys on hold and attack closest. And then we're going to have this guy camping out at the back. And I think that will be it. We're going to get more of these dudes, and we'll probably join up. Actually, we probably won't join up. I think we probably just... Yeah, we'll have to see. I think we can probably send a second party out. We have very low candles, though. How many Scar Souls do these guys have? Just one. Yeah, okay. All right. See how the battle went? All right. That's good news. Didn't lose much, plus 2 Wolf Clan. I think we're going to come down and take... Oh, heavy cap. No. Okay, we're going to go over this way. Continue clearing up our cap circle, get a bit more resources. Now we're capped out on recruitment of these guys. We won't actually be able to get... You can see there's not enough recruitment points. Even once we get another candle, we won't be able to get another nith-bathed, which is a bit unfortunate. They really do take a lot of recruitment points. But we can start getting Wolf Clan, which will be our best use of the extra resources that are going to be available. But this is pretty much going to tap out our production, because we can maybe make one more. No, can't even make one more. So this is the most we're going to be making out of our capital really for the rest of the game. Got a nature random. That's quite nice. But I do think this next turn we're going to need a Nid Hair and to go ahead and lead a party. So we're going to be doing that. And yeah, I feel pretty good about it. This army has archers. Okay, I think this is basically the same script we're going to use. If we get really beaten up here, this is a bigger... This was just 50. This is like maybe 10 more, 15 more. So if we take a lot of losses here, like I'm expecting maybe we take 8, this might exhaust that group, especially because we probably lost some Scar Souls here on the nith-bathed. Yeah, we lost 1 Scar Soul. So this army might be a bit beyond us without some other kind of help. I think, given we need to clear these barbs out, I think the indie type that we're going to want is going to be these archers. So we're going to start slamming archers. It'll also help with... Well, not here. I mean, the Wolf Clan aren't bad against these guys either. We can get 3 of those versus... 6. I think we're going to stick with 6. Go ahead and put 6 PD here. Okay. Well, in turn. Oh, man. How did we get so lucky? There were indie air mages here. Really like it. Holy fuck. How did we not lose anything? I honestly don't know. I mean, I would have expected to have lost this fight. Okay. lost one more Scar Soul. So now we're going to try... Okay, we're up at 6 candles. So next turn, we're going to move our guy. These guys are going to be very tough. I think for them... Let's turn on Archer production here as well. Oh, wait, we're poor. Very poor. Okay. Yeah, we don't have great scales either, so we're not getting like a tremendous amount of money out of our cap. Okay, so these guys I think we send up here, and... Oh, wait, why am I getting... I don't really need Nithbathes. We just need normal commanders, so... Let's switch this guy back to an apprentice. And let's see if we can get just some normal commanders here to lead these guys around. That would be quite nice. Okay. Feeling a bit better. I feel like our recruitment's going a bit better. So, not really much to do in terms of blessing these guys. They get a bit of morale. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to put these guys on... They're archers? Heavy infantry... No, there aren't. Okay, so hold and attack closest. So we're going to put these guys here. We're going to put this guy behind. We'll do him a bit farther forward. We'll put the Bear Clan behind them. And blessing. Okay, I think that will probably work. We could combine. We're definitely going to take attrition here, I think, unless we get really lucky again. We have a lot of resources left over, but not a lot of gold. So I think we're going to have to call it there for that turn. All right, let's see how we did. This was pretty clean. We did lose our Bear Clan, so I probably didn't put him in the right spot. Okay, we might lose our archers here. The archers got routed. Means we're sort of close to losing that battle. But good. So these guys have helped to clear our cap circle. You can see making lots of Nithbathe has also helped. Looks like we got an event where we got these dudes, which is kind of nice. We're up to 8 Dom strength here. We should be able to get up to 9 due to our candles. So that will also be nice. We'll get more out of our Nithbathed. The guys we made this turn, they get 3 Scar Souls. So they came out when there were 7 Dominion. So I guess that half doesn't count, would be my guess. Because given we have 8, presumably the ones that come out next time we'll have 4. So I guess we can have to get Dom Strength 10 to get that extra one, which is kind of weird because when you're Dom Strength 1, you get 1 Scar Soul. So, bit strange math. I think this is maybe going to work. Archers ran. Heavy Cav. I think the Cav will get here basically at the same time as these guys do. I think I'm going to put these guys on hold and attack. We don't really need the javelins against the Cav. And that will help these guys to engage at the same time. If there's only like 4 heavy Cav and we can pop their little shells and get at the riders and the juicy tender horse meat inside, I think we'll be okay. But I'm not sure about the rest of these provinces. I'm not sure what we're going to go after here. I think the barbs I don't really feel like taking yet. We're try to scoop up and kind of aggregate some of these archers here, but it's gonna be a hot minute. Okay, what do we do? Oh fuck! I hit end key or end turn. That's not good. We just wasted a turn. That's gonna throw off our metric a bit because we certainly would have done something. I need to not hit careful with my left hand. Okay, archers. I think we're going to go after this Barb province now, given that we kind of wasted a turn. I definitely would have wanted to have sent a guy here to pick up more dudes. Or maybe we go here. These are Bear Tribe. And this guy do Blessing. And then we've got... I definitely don't need this guy preaching anymore. We'll send him over here and get our Dominion spread. That's a lot of these dudes. we've got a fair amount of archers. Let's send this guy here. I mean, we could kill these, I'm pretty sure. And I'd like to get to this province very badly. I think what we're going to do, actually, because I really want to get this province, it's just super valuable, is, and this is something I probably wouldn't have to use my mages for if I were a little better prepared, is we're going to send this guy here. Let's see if we can make a few more of these archers. And what are we going to do? So we took this out. We lost one Nithbathed. Don't have many Scar Souls left. I think this is going to be the last hurrah for this party. Fire closest, attack closest. I'm going to put these guys a bit behind so that hopefully the archers don't aggro. These guys we're going to patrol. We're going to attack the following province, or the following turn. And we can get a couple Bear Clan here. You can see we're very poor. Okay. Here we go. Okay, that was pretty clean. Where was this? We took this. We got a steel ovens. That's quite nice. All right, I think we bring Home Slice back home. Fortunately, he can make it here due to mountain survival. They can go through this pass. I think we're going to go ahead and preach here with this guy. We have a fair amount of Nith Bathed. This is kind of like the absolute worst. These are both really, really bad for Nith Bathed. Just a huge amount of slingers, which are going to be hitting us in the head a whole lot. And Wolf Tribe, who have 2 daggers. This is going to be very, very bad for us. Do we have shields on these guys? No. I don't... Oh, we can go here. I guess we'll take this out. This is a very weird expansion. This sort of... I don't know if I would actually do this in a multiplayer game, but I'm going to. Okay, I think this is fine. And then this is a very weird expansion for us, but do it. Here we got our Bear Clan. We've got this guy. These guys should be ready. So let's go ahead and group them up. Okay, we're going to send them here, and then we'll backfill across. This... Oh, I guess we don't own it. That's why we can't see it as a bridge, but we should be able to cross this little river here pretty easily. So what we're going to do is I think, and this is, I think, going to be a similar thing for what we do here. Is I think we're going to do fire and keep distance. Do they have archers? They don't. So we're going to do fire and keep distance. And this will be the same script we also use for the barbs. And then we'll have these guys on the attack closest. Okay. And then we're just going to have this guy preach here. Here we're going to pick up more archers. Move here, pick up more archers. We're going to have this guy take these archers, go here, pick up the troops. We're probably going to combine into here. I think... Do we want to make a temple? I feel like for us... Do we want a temple? I want to make sure we're maxing out production first. Okay, I think we can afford a temple. So I think this is going to be our first the lab and temple place. And that's okay. What are we going to do with this guy? This guy's going to go back home. Okay, so I think this script is good. These guys are coming home. Okay, what are we doing next turn? We can either attack this, or we'll have a lot of archers. Yeah, so I think we're attacking this. But I'd like to send another expansion party out this way. Deer Tribe and Bear Warriors. We can take this with Nith Bathed. So I think we basically just picking up a crop of Nithbait with these guys and then running them back over this way. Or maybe running them down here and going boom, boom, boom. So we'll see. This is definitely not lightning expansion. But we've done worse. We lost a lot of archers here. That's not good. Okay, so now we're going to go take these guys out. And let's see what happened here, because I did this kind of weird fire and keep distance script, which is not something I'm used to doing. So let's follow.
That's good.
They didn't do a very good job keeping distance. I think it makes sense to put them on one side rather than on both. So I think that's what we'll do. Okay, something like this. And then what are we going to do with all these guys? I think we're going to take the archers. So we've got a lot of commanders here. This is good for us. We're going to take these guys, put them here. Probably with more nut openers. We're going to take these guys, put them here. So these guys are coming to join the barb fight. This guy's probably going to do more logistics. I think we're going to cycle off archers now that we're taking the barbs out. I think we're going to switch to these guys. We're going to be good at raiding and stuff in a first war. And these guys take... Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and do the switch. God, can't make hardly any of these. Yeah, these are probably our best general purpose expanding troops. Okay, steel ovens. This gives a ton of resources, right? Oh, a ton. I should have been taking advantage of this. That should let us mass produce these bear clan, which is what we're going to do here. And then this will let us make some more of the crow clan, the wolf clan, and preaching. Very good. Okay, now these guys are going to go expand for us. Would it make sense? I think it makes sense to come and take this contested province and then swing up this way. Yeah. Now we have built a lab here. I mean, I'm sorry, a temple. So we'll look to build a lab, but this guy's going to come back and research. We're probably not going to get a ton of infrastructure off the ground super early. This guy's going to probably wait here. Well, we do need to pick up these guys. But I need to... Do I have... I think it's okay. We can wait a turn on picking those guys up. Home slice. Okay, we've lost these dudes. Let's go and retreat in case we get attacked. Okay, we're not going to continue spaghettiing off. I'm just going to accept my fate that... How many Scarsels? One. 60 is too many. Yeah, these guys just need to be combined. There's just nothing good that's going to come from any of this bullshit. We might could take out these wolf tribe, but more than likely we'll end up combining with whatever we make here this turn and then go over here and take something. Maybe we'll come and take this, but we'll combine with like whatever's here next turn in our cap. And so, let's see. Yoink. We'll watch this because it's kind of fun killing barbs. And we switched up our formation. Oh, I forgot to script some of the guys.
Right.
Okay, I mean, kind of clumsy, but it worked. Let's send this guy to the capital. This guy can pick up the troops here, which we sort of needed to do anyway. I think this actually is enough to take this province out. And we had a guy here who's going to take these guys and presumably go... Wait, these guys were coming down. Do we join them? I think these guys maybe go here and meet up with these guys. And I think this is enough. Okay, we can build a lab here as well. Let's go ahead and do 11 PD. They ward off an indie attack. And we're just going to put these something like this. I don't really like undisciplined. Are these skirmishers as well? We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I remember to look at this next turn. Heavy cav as well. Okay, wait. We actually need to change this. So we're actually going to do 3 parties here. And I think this will still land these guys contacting the heavy cav first. There'll be lance bait, and then our little nutcrackers will get in there. And so yeah, we'll take this, and then boom, boom. These guys are going to come over here. Can we take this? Maybe. What about this? Okay, I've actually got a fair number of guys here. What I really need is a commander. It doesn't take a lot of resources. Okay. We'll get this, and then I think if we join all these guys together, we'll be in a good enough shape to hit this next turn. Okay, we'll bring this guy up too. Okay, so this was the Barb province we took. I think here this is heavy cav. We want to be very cautious. These guys kind of suck, I think. Famous last words. Let's group up here. Just do that. I think they'll land on us. We'll hopefully kill them. Research. We've got a water and a nature mage. That's kind of nice. Here we'll be able to start next turn doing mages, which will be quite good. And then this guy will probably... Well, I guess we could send somebody else over here. Go ahead and get set up to do that next turn. Okay. I feel pretty okay about this. Is it? No, we won't lose here because these guys are full of scar souls, but that'll be bloody. This will win. This I forgot the script. Okay. He's got a lot of scar souls left. Okay, I think we're set. Let's go ahead and do next turn. Okay, let's take a gander. Looks like we were successful. And now we got barbs again. This is kind of what this group was set up to deal with. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll watch this fight since it's kind of weird since it's flyers. Right, that way we avoided them just landing on our archers. We'll do fire and keep distance. This doesn't seem to work super well for the fire. Or hold and fire. Hold and attack. I think that's about right. Okay. I think we'll make pretty square contact here, and then we'll probably have to come back and fight these guys. Now, we should... What do we have here? We have a lot of recruitment points. Okay, this guy's going to go ahead and make a temple. And we're going to pick up these dudes, and I think we're going to need these to cross. We're going to basically combine these forces. You know what I really need actually is bear cub. Like a nice little chaff wave. Oh man, and then we can make still a lot of these guys. Now what we're going to do here is combine these forces. Like so. And this should be able to... A 90 deer tribe is a lot, but I think we can do this. So these guys are going to be on fire archer. And then these guys are going to be back positioned a bit on fire. These guys are going to be on fire. And then these guys are going to just be YOLOing in really hard. And we're definitely going to lose some. That's kind of going to come with the territory here. This guy's going to go to pick up the next crop of these dudes. We're a bit low on recruitment points. Don't like that. Yeah, we need to make sure we don't redline this. Just do that. This was successful. More successful than I probably thought it would be. This, we're actually pretty well set up to fight. I am going to sacrifice a few of these guys. Try to eat some lance charges. Okay, holding fire. Okay. And then... So they don't have infantry as an option here. I was just thinking, because I was like, if I don't want to fight, like attack the cavalry, what would I select? Like if I want these guys to hold and fire something that's not cavalry, I don't know what I would pick. I don't think there's an option. Okay, and then we're going to swing with these guys over this way. Honestly, I mean, we're doing way better than we were with the pure scales build. And I think the main reason for that is just that it's really hard. We had a really hard start with that scales cap circle and stuff. Because we're getting near the end. We've got 2 turns left. So I need to start thinking about how we're going to wrap up our thing here. Got a lot of extra resources. This is going to be needed for lance bait. Here we're making... I don't think we make archers here. I think we need to make these things. Are we still making archers anywhere? No. Oh, my dogs are going completely ham outside. Okay. I mean, we've got foreign recruitment turned on. We're starting to make some mages. I probably could make another hero. Or yeah, okay. We'll just do this here. We're going to just have commander production going. And yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's see. Yoink. 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 Okay. Success. Now we're going to do the final round of this, which is just going to be sending everybody in here. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to have the Cub Warriors valiantly, very valiantly fight these cavalry. And then we're going to have these guys back positioned here. These guys maybe here. These guys sort of here. These guys maybe here. And let me put these guys back here as well. So, well, what I'm thinking about is I want to be careful that the Cav don't chase off and the Cub Warriors miss. I think that's okay. The archers here are probably going to hurt me more than they help, but we're just going to bring them to kind of bulk up our numbers. We'll have this guy run around and start doing logistics. These guys we can consolidate. Send one of these guys home. We'll probably... And this is the final turn, right? It's the end of the year. So we actually can consolidate both these armies here. Or let's see, maybe we can do better. Okay, this army does have Nithbathed in it. I think that means we can actually double expand. So we'll do this. Something like that. And we're going to make a lab here. And we probably should think about making another lab and temple somewhere. Or maybe we think about making a fort. I think our fort would probably be this. This is our best province so far. Okay, we lost one Nith-bathed. We're not going to send them in against the wolf tribe. Get eaten alive. Really, all these are going to eat us alive. But combining with those dudes, we wouldn't. But anyway, we'd combine with this and probably fight this. So that would probably be our plan. But yeah, maybe we'd like build a temple here or something. And we got a scout coming. So, oh, there's a road. You know. Yeah, we'd probably bring these guys here and then combine here this following turn. Though I think this is going to lose the cold, so we wouldn't have movement. So we would need to go down here at least so we could fight them next turn. So we'd probably do that. And probably turn on a bit of recruitment, but I think that's it. So let's see. I accidentally hit E for the second time on this playthrough. So. Okay, that was very bloody. We'll watch this battle. So this was this heavy cav. I was trying to sacrifice the bear chum. It sort of worked. It probably mispositioned archers because I thought I had them on fire and keep distance, but maybe I didn't. So yeah, we lost a lot of the archers. Did I have them on fire and keep distance? I did. I think the thing, it must be that fire and keep distance is like for whatever their target is. Because like they're definitely not trying to keep distance. Maybe you need to do fire and keep distance closest. Maybe that's what's really important. Still learning. Always learning. Took these two out. Yeah, okay. So year 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so that's pretty good. I feel like this is super solid to take into a multiplayer game, and this build hasn't even woken up yet, right? So once luck comes out, that's when this build actually like turns online, and magic weapons. So yeah, this is a very solid build, I think. These guys are going to be an amazing nuisance to deal with, especially once you can start painting them with quickness and stuff. But yeah, this is a really cool, fun build, I think. I do think it would maybe... I'll do some conclusions here because this is going to be the end of probably the Nidavangr series, if you will, for us. We might play against single player, like go fight AIs or something. But I do think it would be worth thinking about, like if you're doing scales, like maybe you do really high Dominion scales. And I don't think I had like a build like that. So it might be something, because I think you still want to make Nithbathed even if you're doing scales, which is kind of strange. Like they really did help out expansion a lot. They're really good against heavy cav, and they're a really good value. And, you know, you're capped out on how many of them you can produce. But I think even with, you know, if you go scales, I think you still want a fair number. So let's see. We could do something like this, and then we get a bless that would be helping us a bit for going like full scales. Yeah. So something like this. I mean, there's no more scales for us to pick up, and there's no. So I think we just have 11 left over, and then we have 9 bless points to spend, and I think you get righteous wrath, low light vision. We have 4 points left. So I think for that you would either do attack, which I feel like is a bit wasted when you have righteous wrath, or fire resistance, which I do think this is worth getting because we can paint bark skin on our guys. And then, well, there's really, I kind of wanted swiftness, but, you know, we can't get that now. So I think we probably get attack skill. You could also do double fire resistance. But I think this is probably good enough. I don't know. Maybe double fire resistance is good. And that way you really just don't feel bad at all doing mass bark skin. We'll do attack skill. Something like this. I feel like I might even have a build that is this. Like this might already exist in my little retinue. Let me see. Oh no, I took Blood Surge here. So this wasn't complete full scales. Yeah, that was the only time I got that guy. So yeah, I think something like this, where you're really high Dominion, this would expand, I think, better because you're going to be making more Nith-Bathed early. And the Nith-Bathed really do help you expand. The other thing that kind of sucks about this is you only get order 1, which you really want order 2 or 3. So yeah, I think this would be pretty sick to get. So if you're doing scales, I think that that's kind of my conclusion. Is I think looking at it like the scales build was kind of rough going out of the gate. Like we made it work, and I think we could have, like, in a multiplayer game of like the normal skill you would see in multiplayer lobbies, we could have probably rolled one of the players next to us in a 1v1 and then like been a big player. So, but I think oh God, how did it load this in? I guess it was because we right clicked. But yeah, I think doing righteous wrath, attack, fire resistance, and low light vision. The other thing to maybe think about would be getting a bit more HP. They certainly wouldn't mind that. But yeah, I think something like this with 9 Dominion strength, we would be able to get 8 per turn. That's a lot of Nith Bathed, and they're going to be very, very killy. People aren't really going to, even though you're basically a full scales build, people aren't going to think of you that way. Like, nobody's going to look at you with a build like this and be like, oh, they're full scales, they're like greedy or something, right? We should attack them. This would be very scary. Nobody is going to want to fight into 8 Righteous Wrath Nith Bathed a turn that have 5 Scar Souls. So, especially with a bit of attack and fire resistance and low light vision. So this is, I think, what I would do for the scales build instead. It's not full scales like the other one was because it didn't have order 2, but I think it's worth it. So I hope you've learned something about the game, about Nidavangr, about expansion perhaps. And yeah, if you end up playing them, put in the comments of, I hope you've been putting it in some of the comments of the Nidavangr videos, what your builds were. But if not, go ahead and drop it in the comments for this one. I'd be interested to see kind of what your experiences were. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.